Where do we live? Do you know where we live?
In our house.
Yeah, but do we live in San Diego? Do you like living here? Yeah, that's great. So today we're going to talk about the most walkable neighborhoods in San Diego, and it's going to start right now. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, my name is Bern McGovern. I'm a local real estate agent here in San Diego, and today we're going to talk about the most walkable neighborhoods in San Diego. First, we're going to start with the most obvious one. Downtown San Diego has the most walkable neighborhoods, obviously, in all of San Diego. Usually downtowns are pretty walkable. I'm not going to get super into that because I've already done a video about living in downtown San Diego up here, which you guys can check out. Little Italy, East Village, Gaslamp, Cortez Hill, all very super walkable neighborhoods. And again, you can check out that video I mentioned above, and I'll tell you all about what it's like to live in downtown San Diego. But I wanted to get to the more other neighborhoods in San Diego that you might not know about, and I can kind of go over those in a little bit more detail. So next on my list is Normal Heights. Normal Heights is a metro area just outside of downtown. Super walkable neighborhood, got great coffee shops, restaurants, boutiques. It's got a little antique row there in Normal Heights. Great place to check out. Super family friendly. You'll see lots of families with strollers and all kinds of people walking around throughout the time. Actually, my videographer that does most of my videos lives in Normal Heights, and he can tell you a little bit more about it if you guys have questions about it. Next on my list is one you might not know about, Sherman Heights. Sherman Heights is probably, it's not the nicest neighborhood on our list yet, but I think it's definitely going through a little bit of a, like I mentioned, a little bit of a renaissance in the past 5 years or so. And I think it's only going to get nicer from here on out. What I like about Sherman Heights the most is the location. It's super close to downtown, super close to Balboa Park, and you have to be right in the heart of downtown. So it's a little bit easier to get around San Diego if you live in Sherman Heights. So I would definitely keep an eye on Sherman Heights over the next few years as it becomes more desirable to first-time home buyers, as it's still very affordable. Next on my list is one that you may know a little bit more about, North Park and South Park. I've talked about these a few times in my videos over the past few months, and they're probably one of my favorite neighborhoods to live in. If I wanted to live in a little metro area just outside of San Diego, I think I would either go to North Park or South Park, especially in my younger days. They both have super walkable neighborhoods. You got 30th Street in North Park, and it leads right into South Park. Great tasting rooms, restaurants. They also have a lot of the restaurants are very kid-friendly. Waypoint Public has like a little kid area with like a big movie screen that their kids can go play in there while you're, finishing your meal or finishing a beverage. There's a lot of great things in North Park, and it's definitely worth checking out. And then in South Park, it's also very similar. It might be a little bit more expensive than North Park. South Park also has one of my favorite Italian restaurants in all of San Diego, Bueno Farchetta in South Park. Is a great place that you should check out. Great pizzas, lasagnas, spaghetti, all kinds of Italian food. It's a great place to check out. So next on my list is HILLCREST. It's located just northwest of Balboa Park, super central to most of San Diego. You get to downtown, you go to North County pretty easily, very accessible by freeway. It's got some great restaurants, again, bars, coffee shops, all kinds of good things to make a unique walkable area. It's got a Whole Foods in there. HILLCREST also has a great farmer's market, one of the best ones in San Diego. You get empanadas, fresh watermelon, great coffee shops. It's probably one of the biggest ones in San Diego, so it's definitely worth checking out. It does get pretty crowded, so get there early if you want to check out the farmer's market in HILLCREST. It also is home to the biggest Pride Parade here in San Diego, which they do once a year in HILLCREST. Next on my list is one I actually haven't really talked about that much, Liberty Station. It's actually one of my favorite places to go visit in San Diego. Liberty Station used to be a naval training base, but now it's turned into like a mixed-use open air market. They have a huge food hall there that has all these different food options there. You get tacos, any kind of Mexican food, Italian food, sandwiches, whatever you want. They also have a big wedding venue there, so if you're ever looking to get married in San Diego, you might want to check out Liberty Station. They have a Stone Brewery there, which is a great, they have a huge outdoor space at Stone Brewery in Liberty Station. It's really cool. A nice luxury movie theater called The Lot, which has got like a big restaurant inside it, so that's definitely worth checking out. It's a very cool place to go to. You can kind of spend the whole evening in Liberty Station, kind of just bouncing around from place to place. And there's a lot of housing in the very close vicinity to Liberty Station. So that's one of my favorite places. I don't really talk about that nearly enough, but you should definitely check out Liberty Station because it's one of the cooler spots here in San Diego. Also in the wintertime, they have a nice ice skating rink. You can kind of take the kids there and just go ice skating around. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. So those were kind of like the metro areas of San Diego I wanted to talk about. So I wanted to kind of branch out from there a little bit and give you a couple other options, maybe more suburban options that you might not know that are, you know, more walkable than others. Coronado is a really cool place. It's probably one of my top 5 neighborhoods in all of San Diego, Coronado. Mainly because I like to go to Coronado because it almost feels like you're on vacation, you know? I mean, San Diego, most of San Diego kind of feels like you're on vacation. But Coronado, if you live in San Diego, you go to Coronado, it feels like you're in a whole different area or town of California. So it's kind of got a little East Coast feel to it. It's got a nice little downtown strip there. You can walk to, you know, ice cream shops and coffee shops, and they got a little movie theater there as well. Really good pizza place over there too. I can't think of the name right now, but there's a great pizza place in Coronado that I really like, kind of a New York style pizza. The Hotel Del Coronado in Coronado. It's a really good, cool place. You can stay there with the family. Not the cheapest hotel in the world. It's actually the oldest wooden structure in all of California, or maybe San Diego. I don't know, Google that. It's a very cool place to check out. You just go over the Coronado Bridge from downtown and you're right in Coronado. So definitely check out Coronado. Next on my list is La Mesa. I think I've talked about La Mesa a couple times on previous videos, but it's its own city, just about 9 or 10 miles outside of downtown San Diego. It's a super walkable town. They actually, the local government there makes sure that any developers that go in there to make it super pedestrian friendly, whatever you're trying to build, like mixed use, they take care of the crosswalks and sidewalks and making sure that pedestrians are super safe. They want to kind of keep that pedestrian feeling there in La Mesa. So it's a very cool place to check out. Also one of the more affordable places to live in just outside San Diego. So if you want to check out, if you don't want to be in the heart of San Diego, La Mesa is definitely a good place to check. Also, most of the North County beaches in San Diego are very walkable. Some ones I haven't really talked about that much. Oceanside, I think, is a really good spot. It's the very north end of North County, San Diego. Gone over a little bit of a renaissance in recent years. They're starting to build a lot more up in Oceanside. They have a lot more mixed-use buildings coming in there, and they kind of got a little nice downtown there in Oceanside. And it's one of the more affordable beach towns on my list. So other ones you want to check out just south of there, Carlsbad Village is a really super walkable town. They got a nice little arts district there, great restaurants in Carlsbad. Encinitas has a great downtown. Solana Beach, I think we mentioned on more than one occasion on these videos. So those are, any North County beaches are basically pretty walkable. It's not the cheapest places to live in San Diego, but they're all very walkable, and they're definitely worth checking out if you're moving to San Diego. Another one you might not hear about all the time is Escondido in San Diego, North County inland. But they also have a very nice downtown that's becoming nicer and nicer every year. A lot of new restaurants are going into the area. They have a nice downtown strip off Grand Avenue there. So I think if you're looking for an affordable place to live in San Diego, Escondido is definitely worth checking out. You're also super close to the Safari Park in San Diego, so that's a good option there. There's also a nice children's museum right off the downtown area there in Escondido. So Escondido is definitely worth checking out, especially if you're looking for a more affordable option here in San Diego. So that is my list of walkable neighborhoods here in San Diego. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If this is your first time to my channel, please subscribe to my channel as we post new videos every week. And if you're ever looking to move to San Diego, I would love to help you find your next home. And if you're looking to find a little bit more information about San Diego, check out my list of videos up here, as it'll tell you a little bit more about what it's like to live in San Diego. Thanks for watching, and catch us next week as we post new videos every week. Thanks for watching.